Lily wasn't just any cat. With her golden fur and eyes that sparkled like emeralds, she was impossible to ignore. But her appearance was just a small part of what made her truly special. Lily possessed a rare, powerful maternal instinct, one that would lead her to do something no one could ever have predicted. And in doing so, she would change the lives of everyone around her forever. It all started on a cold winter day, when Lily was just a tiny kitten. Abandoned and trembling with fear, she was found in a cardboard box outside a grocery store. The Anderson family, Sarah, Mike, and their 8-year-old daughter Grace, came across her. Grace immediately begged her parents to adopt the little kitten, her heart melting at the sight of the tiny creature. At first, Lily struggled to adapt. She hid under the bed, only venturing out at night to eat. But Grace, feeling an instant connection to the kitten, spent hours lying next to the bed, gently coaxing her out with patience and affection. Slowly, Lily began to trust the family. Over time, she became so much more than just a pet. She was a loyal companion, clever and full of surprises. Lily wasn't just smart, she was extraordinary. She learned to open doors, flick light switches, and even carry Grace's school bag to her in the mornings. But it wasn't only her intelligence that set Lily apart. It was her compassion. One day, Grace came home with an injured bird. Lily immediately took the bird under her care, sitting beside it for hours, warming it, and nurturing it back to health. Eventually, the bird recovered and flew away, thanks to Lily's tender care. As the years went by, Lily became a legend in the neighborhood. Children adored her, and even the adults were in awe of her intelligence and kindness. But one day, something changed. Sarah noticed that Lily had become distant. She was staring longingly out of the window, her appetite diminished, and she seemed to be waiting for something. Concerned, Sarah took Lily to the vet. The shocking revelation: Lily was pregnant. The family was surprised but excited at the prospect of kittens filling their home. But what happened next was something no one could have expected. On the night of her delivery, Lily found a quiet corner of the shed and gave birth to 3 tiny kittens. Tragically, all 3 were stillborn. Lily was devastated. She refused to leave them, constantly trying to warm them, licking them as though she could bring them back to life. Her grief was deep, and no matter what the Andersons tried to do to comfort her, nothing seemed to help. They felt helpless. Lily was consumed by her sorrow. Then, something incredible happened. On a hot summer day, while Grace was playing in the yard, she heard a soft whimper coming from beyond the fence. She approached cautiously, only to be stunned by what she saw: Lily, carrying a tiny black puppy in her mouth. Lily gently laid the puppy on the ground and began nuzzling it as if it were one of her own kittens. Grace was frozen in place. How had Lily found this puppy? Where had it come from? She rushed to tell her parents, and they too were stunned. They were unsure what to do. Mike suggested they take the puppy to an animal shelter, but Sarah, deeply moved by the way Lily was caring for it, didn't want to separate them. She insisted the puppy stay. In the following days, Lily didn't just care for that first puppy, she brought more. One by one, she rescued 5 tiny puppies. The Andersons were left in shock. Where was Lily finding these puppies? Who had abandoned them? No one had the answers, but one thing was clear: Lily wasn't just taking care of them, she was saving them, one puppy at a time. The Andersons put up flyers around the neighborhood, trying to find the puppies' owners. But no one came forward. Meanwhile, Lily cared for them with unmatched devotion. She nursed them, played with them, and even taught them to groom themselves like cats. It was unbelievable. The puppies started mimicking Lily, trying to wash themselves with their paws, as though they had become little kittens. Word of Lily's extraordinary actions spread quickly throughout the neighborhood. Some praised her, calling her a hero. Others, like Mrs. Parker, an elderly neighbor, started to spread rumors. She suggested that Lily was stealing puppies from other dogs, and soon, the gossip spread like wildfire. The tension in the neighborhood began to rise. Then one day, a police officer showed up at the Andersons' door, accompanied by a few concerned neighbors. He wanted to know about Lily and the puppies. The family's hearts raced. They had no idea what to expect. When the officer entered the house and saw Lily caring for the puppies, he was speechless. He questioned the Andersons, and that's when Grace spoke up. She told him about Lily's frequent trips to the old abandoned house on the edge of town. Intrigued, the officer decided to investigate. Mike and the officer went to the house, leaving Sarah and Grace behind to care for the puppies. An hour later, they returned, their faces serious. They had discovered the truth. Inside the abandoned house, they found a sick, weak mother dog who had recently given birth. But she was too ill to care for her puppies. Lily hadn't been stealing the puppies, she had been rescuing them from a cruel fate. She had been bringing them one by one, knowing that it was too dangerous to move them all at once. The news of Lily's true actions spread like wildfire through the town. The entire community was touched by her selflessness. The local vet offered to treat the sick mother dog for free, and everyone began to help. Lily, once seen as a mere pet, was now recognized as a hero. But the story didn't end there. When the sick mother dog recovered and was reunited with her pups, something extraordinary happened. Lily, with a wisdom beyond her years, allowed the biological mother to bond with her puppies. But she didn't leave them. She stayed close, continuing to watch over them as a guardian, showing that her love for the puppies went beyond ownership. It was a love born of compassion. Lily's story didn't just change her life, it changed the entire community. People began to treat each other more kindly. The animal shelter saw a huge surge in adoptions, as Lily's story inspired people to be more compassionate toward animals in need. Lily became a symbol of how love and kindness can come from the most unexpected places. A simple cat had done more than just care for puppies. She had brought an entire community together. She had shown them what it truly meant to be selfless. And so the story of Lily, the cat who rescued puppies, spread far and wide, reaching hearts everywhere. People from all over praised her courage and selflessness. And when the mother dog was finally reunited with her puppies, the bond between them was undeniable. But Lily's role in their lives remained irreplaceable. She had saved them, cared for them, and showed them the true meaning of family. Lily's legacy was one of love, compassion, and unity. The town would never be the same again. And as for the Anderson family, they realized they had been given a gift, a cat who had changed their world and taught them all an unforgettable lesson about the power of love. So when you look at an animal, remember Lily. Sometimes, the most profound acts of kindness come from the most unexpected places. And in those moments, we find the power to change everything.